Hello and welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. So we have a really great show tonight. We're going to have it packed full of really great information. So today we're going to be talking about the Kevin Hart roast, right? Comedy or cruelty? Did they go too far? That is the debate that we're going to be talking about today. Let's see who we got. Oh, I love this new intro. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome in, E Black. Welcome in. Okay, so today we're going to get started into this controversy. Um, Let me bring up, I have a special guest. I have a special guest. Okay, so let me go ahead and before we get started, we have to do some, what do you call it? Some housekeeping. So let's go ahead and play our copyright disclosure.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Thank you. That green vegan loves you.
I really do love you. I really do love you. Okay. So let's go into the show. All right. So I want to introduce a very amazing person. Some people might know her as the lady down the street. Some people might know her as their favorite friend. I know her as both. Welcome in, Sexy. Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me on. You're
Welcome
so
in.
silly.
Welcome in. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Kevin Hart and Didn't It Go Too Far. Now, actually, this was a requested video from a certain person. We're going to say from who?
Oh yeah.
Yes, because so I'm gonna give some love to the people on the vertical. Let me give you some vertical people so I can be on top because I'm always on top. I mean, not always, but majority of the time. All right, so you were saying how this was very I don't, did you actually watch the whole thing? Just tell me that first.
No, I mean I really couldn't watch it all. It was just too much. Yeah. But from the things that I saw, I don't understand how they allowed it to keep going. I mean, it was awful to me, but that's just my opinion.
A lot of people said that it's just jokes. It's just jokes. Like you can't take a joke. I mean, what do you feel about the people that says that?
Yeah, it's just jokes, but then certain things just aren't meant as a joke. Like talking about someone that killed theirself. I mean, they unalived theirself for
Yeah. Thank you, because
whatever reason. And
you gotta be careful what you use on
yeah, I thought about it after I said it.
yeah.
Yeah, they unalived theirself, and
Mhm.
I don't see how that would be funny at all.
Right. And they act and I you know what, it's so crazy because I never even knew she had went through that in her life. So it was very interesting that they used that as a joke. I mean, there's so many things you could talk about, but I mean, if for some things it's kind of like really sensitive.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. A
Sexy
lot
Faye
of people.
icon is not showing. Oh my god, he is so anal. The icons. She doesn't have an
What
icon.
happened?
They had asked, "Where's your icon?"
Oh,
Hey, Levi, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, Elevated. So, did you guys see the Kevin Hart roast? Because we're talking about that comedy or cruelty. Like, did people cross the line? That's what we want to know. Because as Sexy Faye, I won't even tell you what the face stand for, but let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, Avatar. We knew we were talking about Avatar. Wait a minute. What did I walk into? What? What? Oh my God. I'm not saying that out loud. This is a PG show. My bad, Gua. My Wagwa Kelly. Wagwa, back to you. Walk, walk. Bang, bang.
What?
I saw bits and pieces. Okay. So a lot of people, they wasn't really feeling the show. Elevated, did you watch the show? Because it got a lot of controversy online. And it was really weird because when I first seen it on Netflix, I only watched Cat Williams. I'm not even going front. I just went all the way to his part, rewinded and watched it. I seen a little bit of Usher, but I didn't see the whole thing. And then I went to Cat Williams, which I thought was good. But she called me, Sexy Faye called me. It was like, what the um
Beep, beep.
Elevator definitely walked in at the wrong time. Oh, did you hear did I did what what happened? Did I say something? My bad, Elevated. This is rated PG show. If I said something inappropriate, I have to rewind it. Actually, I have to rewind it. This, we're not talking about the A word, the comedy show, the comedy special. And we're gonna actually show some proof of that as well because some people feel like they went really far. But before we go into that, I really want to know what was the funniest thing to you. Look, I'm asking you, Sexy Faye, what was the funniest part to you?
I'd have to say when the guy came in trying to be Eddie Murphy, I guess he was supposed to be acting like he was him. I think that was funny. But
Thank you.
I can't really think of anything that was really funny as jokes because it was so much that I didn't like that.
You can't remember nothing funny?
I mean, I'm really trying to think of something, but like I said, it was like to me the bad outweighs the good.
Okay, we can get right into it. Does anyone from the chat want to add anything about uh, something that they saw that was, you know what? Are you still here, E? Because are you vertical? I'm not sure. Are you vertical or horizontal? Everybody's saying hi to each other, which is awesome sauce. Okay, so Levi said all them jokes seem forced. And we talked about that as well because I think majority of the jokes was written on teleprompters and they didn't even come up with their own jokes. Welcome in,
Exactly.
Mainline Studios. Welcome in. At least the ones I seen. Yes, they weren't. I mean, I would say I feel like all of them were kind of forced, with the exception of Cat Williams. I don't know if he actually did read off the teleprompters or if he had his own materials, but it seemed like I don't know, his didn't seem.
I think
Everybody
it
else
might
did.
have been a mixture. I think he might have came up with his own, but they probably had him say, I mean, because they're paying him, so of course he probably gonna have to say something that
Maybe.
they told him to say.
Right. That part. Hey Jerry, welcome in, welcome
Probably when he
in.
said, probably when he acted like he was taking that olive branch that he was
Living good.
giving him.
Oh, when at the very, very end when Kevin Hart
Yeah,
and it was talking.
yeah,
Mm,
I think they paid him to do that, definitely.
I think I just grew out of mainstream comedy. Well, you know what? It's not the same as it was before. BDB is saying hi, everybody. Did anyone else see it? I mean, besides me, Levi, you should come up here. Give your point of view. You should give your point of view. I'm doing good tonight. We're actually having this deep conversation about this comedy show because it's some very, very um shocking things on here. Hey, what's up, Victoria? How you doing? I just want you guys to know that in this show tonight, I really want to dive deep, and I really want to let everybody know that it's a lot of things that happen in this comedy show, which I really feel like it crossed the line, and I know that I'm supposed to be biased, but at the same time, it's like somebody needs to speak up because what did they say? Silence is acceptance. And if we just say, oh, this is okay, then we're just saying that what they were saying is okay. I saw the roast, it was hit or miss. Yeah, I think so. Come up on camera? No, you don't have to come up on camera. Uh sexy sexy face not on camera. Sexy- Victoria says, "Hi, sexy Faye." I'm gonna
Hey,
tell
how
you
you doing?
I'm gonna tell you, Victoria, what the Faye stand for. Woo-hoo. That part. Okay. It says, good, thanks. Happy to catch up. Yes. So we are going to be diving into that right now. Oh, she said the roast was something else. Oh my goodness, what a show. Did you like it though? I mean, because we talked about how it was some parts of the show that was just, ooh, and if you want to come up and talk about it, you can. So I want to get into the part that we were really talking about. Well, there's so many different parts to like.
Yes,
I mean,
there
the
is.
the colorism, the racism, the oh my goodness, it's just so much. Um, there was see, there were I only a few that actually were funny, like Jeff Ross and Keith. Oh, Keith, Kevin's friend Nam. Um, you thought he was funny? You thought he was funny? I mean, he was like, he was alright. It was the eeps and the flows, so many college topics. Let us hear it from TIG and Sexy Faye. Oh, okay, okay. The people spoke, Levi. The people spoke. Okay, so we're gonna get into. I'm gonna show you guys this. Let's see. So this is something that I want to bring up, which is really sad. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this up. Um, yeah, smash, get me to 50 subs, by the way. Yeah, you guys sub to Levi. He's really trying. I think he has like 21. Do you have more than 21 subs? We're trying to get you 50 so he can go live. Yeah, that part. All right. So fury grows at the racist George Floyd joke during Netflix Kevin Hart rose. I don't know, for those people, this is a spoiler alert. So if you haven't, you know what? Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen it yet. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it doesn't
It won't it won't matter. It won't matter.
at all.
So this one part, okay. All right. So a petition calling Kevin Hart to donate profits from his Netflix roast to the George Floyd Family Centers for Social Equality has now passed 9,000 signatures after backlash over a joke about George Floyd. Um, reread my comment, vegan. Oh, okay. Smash. Oh, Stash got me to 50 subs, by the way. Oh, congratulations. Okay, so you have to go and try to get live. Yeah, because it gives you have to wait 24 hours or 48 hours or something like that. So congratulations. I know I'm so horrible. Levi. Oh, now you got 51 subs. Yay. Somebody's at my door. Oh my goodness. Should I go?
You
I'm not
can't
sure I
go
could.
to your door.
Ain't nobody coming to my house. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Still there? Hello?
Yep.
Oh shoot, I think I know. Okay. So that was Wingstop. Wrong house. I don't eat chicken. Anyway, okay, let's see. Um, yeah, yes, yes. W for Levi. Okay, so we're just gonna go down. You said don't go. You know what? The thing about it is people don't come to my house. So when I didn't know if it was somebody saying like, "Hey, that your building's on fire." Someone trying to save my life. I don't know. Um, let's see. The thing with these celebrity comedy roles is you got to be able to have thick skin and handle those types of jokes because there's a no holds barred. But you have to think too. It's Kevin Hart. Oh my goodness. That would have been hilarious if Kevin was like, "Hey, get off right now. Talk about me." But it's I think it's lines. It's lines.
Yes, and that's I agree with you. I agree with you. There's a line that you have to set. You can't just say anything you want to say.
But you have to be so okay. So I'm gonna finish reading for those that can't see because it's little print. All right, so they got the petition right with the backlash. So they want Kevin to give money to the George Floyd, family center, right? But let me tell you the joke that was said for those that didn't hear it. A lot of people are upset about George Floyd joke because he attended his funeral. Oh, see, I didn't know that. And it wasn't in the story too. So thank you for that. Um hey, those Oakland girls are so hot when they are oh my goodness. Not this is not uh this is not the time guitar. This is not the time guitar. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. All right. So he said, okay, this is what he said. He said Hitchcliff said, "The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at all of us laughing so hard he can't breathe." Now, do you think that was appropriate to say? First of all, he said he's looking up. So that tells you that he's talking about, looking up, not looking down on us, but looking up. So he's
Looking
in,
up. And you know,
and
it's
then
so weird because I never caught on to that. I knew something about what he said didn't seem right, but I didn't catch on to it until we discussed it earlier. And then I was like, oh, okay.
let's
Yeah, that
see.
that wasn't
That part, he said, Levi said, I thought nothing was off limits when it comes to comedy. But if you think about it, there were certain things that was off limits. Like you didn't talk about people kids, you didn't talk about their mother, you didn't talk about their spouses, stuff like that. And I feel like all of that was crossed, and they talked about his Kevin's Hart dad being a crackhead and about his dead mother, and they made jokes about it. It was a lot of stuff going on in that comedy role. And they talked about like deletion, like Cheryl Underwood. We're gonna talk about that too. Um, what is it? Welcome in, Pat. He's saying that he's in hell. Right. Now, Pat, I haven't seen you before, but welcome to the platform. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Would you think that that's appropriate thing to say? I mean, I understand like that is something that regardless if you like the person or not, you know what I'm saying? He was little is literally making me sick in my stomach the way that his life was taken. And then to make a joke about it and to laugh about it. And I know that sometimes I have a mental health background, right? And I know that people laugh when things are nervous, when they like a nervous laughter, but this wasn't nervous laughter. This was like belly laughing. Um, the guitar said, "Why would you debate the division of Conquer?" She said, blah blah. She said, he said, blah blah. Well, the thing about it, guitar, we're looking at it. Is it cruelty or is it comedy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I grew up in a time where you had Chris Rock, you had Eddie Murphy, you had Martin Lawrence, you had um Dave Chappelle, you had, let's see who give me some more people. Give me some
They
more.
also brought up Richard Pryor, because he really had no filters, but I think he still did in a classy way the things that he said. He had no filters, but he didn't say things to where it was like you felt like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." It was like he made you laugh.
Right. Not at all. Thank you, Pat. Because the thing about it is, I really feel like when you are I mean, you have to be respectful. You should be respectful of the dead because they can't speak for themselves. To talk about somebody's mother or father who passed away, to talk about, this, it's, I think it's horrible. Kevin Hart is a stand up that became an actor. Right. But even that, you said Pryor. I mean, but I don't I mean, Pryor talked about mostly himself. He talked about, say, Uggs, okay, because, we have to I
Yeah,
don't
he
know what they
definitely
put
talked
there.
about himself.
He talked about himself, and I remember roast. I remember the roast, of Red Fox. They didn't talk about the stuff. They didn't have a bunch of racist stuff like this. Um, it can be both. Look at Eddie Murphy. It can be both. Look at Eddie Murphy. What about Eddie Murphy? Red Fox, Cedric, Mike Epps, yes. Bernie Mac, Bill Maher, Paul Mooney are examples of comment with no filters. Exactly. And they had no filters. But do you think they would have crossed the line like they did? I mean, maybe it's a little sensitive because you had people of certain melanin say stuff. Let me see. Pat said to make a sick comment like that about someone that was murdered is always wrong. Who agrees with that? Do you agree with that? That that's the thing? Oh, see, and then you got Guitar that says it's just comedy. He doesn't take it as disrespect or something like that.
Okay, and see, the reason why I have a problem with that is that a lot of people say it's just comedy until it's not. Like, if someone comes up to you and actually say the things that were said to you personally, I really don't believe that you're going to sit there and laugh about it.
Guitar says, I'm so old I had to listen to Red Fox wash your A on 8-track tapes. But
If a lot
it's
of
I
that
mean,
was
but
brought across on a personal level, I don't think that people would really laugh about it. Everyone's laughing because it's not them.
right. Right. And I feel like I mean, and it's crazy because it's like in the thing, it's like everybody I feel like certain people didn't get to go in on other people. I mean, they talked about it wasn't they people got it, but they didn't get it. And then we talked about your favorite person, The Rock. And how'd you like his comedy? How'd you like his comedy, Sexy Faye?
Yeah, I really couldn't watch the
I
whole
can't
thing. I mean,
either.
I don't know what he was talking about. I really didn't understand half the things he was saying. It was like he was just going on and on and on, talking about nothing.
Right. Well, the thing too is, they didn't make the jokes. They had a writers that wrote those jokes. So what is that saying? What is Netflix actually saying? They never crossed
And
the
see,
line of talking down or someone with their life was taken. Exactly. I am from the same era as Bernie Mac, and I have to say I knew people like that he was making fun of. But I've never heard Bernie Mac, you know, talk about, say, Jewish people in a derogatory way. He didn't attack that. I mean, they were talking about you had the thing about it is, I mean, you have to look at history, right? And so you have um white comedians talking about black comedians using the N word, kind of talking about their skin color, talking about their like they kept going into how people were like their mother and crackheads. And I mean, for me, I just feel like it was just a way to just really it was almost, here's a license to talk about black people, and
Yes,
we can
that's
laugh
exactly
out
what it
loud
was.
about it because we don't do that. I mean, where else could you do that at? I don't see other concerts doing that. Do you? Sexy Faye is right. Everyone laughs until it's not them. Right. Guitar said Bernie is brutal. And I love Bernie Mac, but he talked about his family. He talked about crackhead baby, and he talked about I remember he had a skit where his niece was trying to get some milk and cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was funny. It wasn't, look at her laughing. But it was funny. It wasn't saying like say for instance the Holocaust. They wasn't making fun of like all the people that perished in there. I mean, it was no different. What's the difference? They were talking about slaves, they were talking about the most egregious things on there. And it was just like, it's this was comedy is? If this is comedy, I mean, would it be enough for me to cut my Netflix membership? I don't know. I don't know. Um,
I mean, that is something to think
a
about
lot
because,
of people
like
are
you said,
coming
what is
to
Netflix
justify
trying
it.
to say?
And Pat says a lot of these people use comedy to try to justify their evil heart towards that dead person. And I have to say that people do hide behind jokes. And it's like sometimes, and I've been in a situation where um people will say some really, it's like once you say it, you say it. You can't take it
And you
back.
can't take it back.
Um AI Hal. Welcome in AI. It says Dice Clay type S, but super corny. I really feel you because it's like whoever wrote the jokes, I don't really feel like they really knew the audience kind of thing.
At
Well, maybe they
all.
did know the audience. Maybe they did. Honestly, I don't think they should have people who aren't true comedians participating in those roles. Leave it to the professionals who know how to keep enjoyable
Yes,
entertainment.
I agree.
Yeah, you
I agree with
agree.
that.
Bernie Mac never talked down on the dead. No,
And
no, no,
because
no, no,
I agree with
no.
him on that because it's all about deliverance and a lot of the delivery was off. It wasn't they weren't bringing across right.
Right. And I like what all of them, I don't even know most of them were. Guitar said you have to realize all those stand-up guys loved each other, whether color they weren't that brotherhood. BDB, you nailed it. Trust a pro.
Okay,
Right.
but
Yeah,
okay,
so what he was saying is just like, yeah, leave the comedy to the comedians and let them write their own stuff. See, because remember, like you said, what's the one thing you kept telling me that the host was saying? He kept what?
saying he was sorry.
He kept saying he was sorry because even he knew that they was crossing the line, kind of thing. AI said roasting is can be dark humor. And dark humor is fine, because I feel like certain things was of funny, like the P. Diddy parties, right? Because everybody knew about the Diddy parties and like him having an affair, like, that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, that's funny. It's fine, it's in the past, but the stuff about the race stuff and about the Cheryl Underwood's husband and
And like the
some of that stuff I
lynching and yeah, that was
oh, yeah, talk about that. Do you remember that?
I mean, I don't remember everything that was said. I just remember they brought that up and it was like, what does lynching have to do with anything?
Right.
How did you find that funny?
Or he said something about like, "Oh, these are your something about slaves," and he stood up and he started like, like, "Yeah, these are my
Yeah.
slaves," kind of thing. Dark humor is not very humorous. You know what? I feel like there is you make a great point, AI, because I feel like, there's like me. I have dark humor. I have a dark humor, right? I mean, I do. But I know when to use it and when not to use it, kind of thing. It's certain crowds that you use it around. But like if I was, say, at work, of course I wouldn't be talking about say deleting babies or getting rid of babies because they kept saying that a lot, a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Who were the writers? That is what we need to know because it did come from Netflix. So I guess Netflix writers.
And one thing I would have to disagree with as far as with the Kevin Hart thing, they're trying to sue him, but he's not really the person to blame. He allowed it,
Right,
but he's really not the person to blame. You have to look at the bigger picture. He went to the funeral and whatever, but he's not really the person who wrote these jokes. He's not the one who said, "Hey, I want you guys to say this and this and this." He just allowed it to happen. So if they're going to do this, they should do it because he allowed it, not because they feel like, because he didn't write the jokes. They should sue
right,
Netflix.
right. I get your comment in. In the comedy world, they had celebrities that really didn't belong there, like The Rock, Talina, Taylor, Darian Green. See, that's didn't make it enjoyable. No, it did not make it enjoyable because they're not comedians, and so it
Did he
was
leave
really,
out
really
Serena and Venus?
dry. Even what's the woman that we talked about? Gina Hall. Gina Hall's not a comedian. She's an actress. But even with that, is
Did he add
crazy.
Venus and
What was the
Serena?
background of the writers and
Because they
cultures?
were awful too.
Exactly, exactly.
They didn't belong on there.
No. See, I only know The Rock. Oh, you only know The Rock. Did you see it, Guitar? Did you see the whole comedy special? Hitchcock is LGBTQ, therefore he is protected class. You know what? But even with that, I feel like people hide behind that. It's like regardless, you just can't. I mean, I feel like it's still not okay. I mean, you have to be very sensitive. Like it doesn't cancel it out. So I can talk about your husband being deleted or taking his life because I'm gay? Like no. That's I mean, you got to think about it. Who was the best roaster? Gilbert Godfrey? Who's the best Gilbert Godfrey?
Who was that?
Hey, Shaquille, unpopular opinion. What's your unpopular opinion? We want to know, Shaquille. Subscribe to the channel and like the live, please. But I want to know what's your opinion. I did not see it or have checked it out. Guitar. So you just you just on the
He
back.
was just
But I
on
just
there.
told you, like some of the stuff was really outrageous. Now, I really thought some of it was funny. It started off with Usher, right? And they had a song. He had some kind of song that he sung, whatever. And Usher can sing. He can sing. So he sung this song and it was funny. It was like a jokey joke. And then he had some cherries. I don't know. It was weird. I mean, that whole
Yeah,
special
now
was
that
just
was weird.
weird. Um, this is why I believe there is hypocrisy in the comic world. Well, it's like, but who's the people? I mean, they can't joke. They gotta do it. They have to do it towards the people. Look at your audience. Like, okay, there was one point, right, where Cheryl Underwood, when she did get up, she said, "You better be glad you didn't say anything close to Wigger because you wouldn't have made it out of here alive." So even she knew that
Yes, they were getting a little too close.
they was getting a little too close, kind of thing. Um, you said watch the Joan Rivers roast. Rest in peace, Joan Rivers. What you say? Watch it. You know what? I'm kind of done with roaches.
Yeah,
I'm
roaches.
kind of done with the roaches.
I hope so.
Pat said subscribed and like. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you. You gonna have fun over here. We gonna have fun over here. Let me tell you something. I'm about to do this new series that's coming out about shadow work, and so it's gonna be lit. And you know what? Everybody can get it. Everybody can enjoy it. You're gonna really enjoy it. Um, Gilbert Godfrey is a comic actor, and he really loud and annoying voice. He was in the movies like Prompter. Oh yeah, don't
I
know.
will
I
try.
don't know guitar. See,
I'm trying to
I feel like
think.
guitar is coming from a point of seeing other people roast, but this was not your typical roast. Am I lying,
No,
Sexy Faye?
no, it really wasn't.
It wasn't. Gilbert was a stand-up first and foremost made it on SNL. Okay,
So
that
which one
part.
was Gilbert?
Hey, you know that guy that has that really nice voice? He's small.
Was he small? He was like the timid
He was
one?
really small and he talked really kind.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, RP? Welcome in. How are you? She's saying hi to everybody. So we're talking about the roast. Did you get to see the roast RP kind of thing? Oh, because the thing about it is I feel like if you haven't seen the roast, maybe you're just like, "Oh, did he
Did he
die? Did
die?
who die? Did Gilbert die? Did he die? I don't know." Okay, so while you guys find that out for me, I want to go to the Cheryl Underwood kind of thing. So share this tab. Okay, so let's go into that. So this is what happened. So this is the other one. Sorry about all the commercial. Really do this right. Okay. Uh-oh. Now I didn't lost it. Jeez
What
Louise.
happened?
Okay, get out of this. All right. Did I knock it out? Goodness. Let me share this screen. So share it. Here we go. All right. So this was really sad. So what happened to Cheryl Underwood husband? His death explained after Kevin Hart's rose, which is like, they said, "Oh, we went and we I asked permission." What did he say? Yeah, he said he asked permission if it was okay that he talked about it and she said, "Yeah." But so what happened was he was married. She was married. This was like back in Okay, so the Cheryl Underwood late husband became a punchline during a roast of Kevin Hart, where several comedians made jokes referring to his 1990, you know, um, deletion kind of thing. While Underwood had never publicly disclosed her late husband's full name, his name was Michael. You will never know. Let's see. So this is for those that why isn't that oh, child, I didn't even why didn't you tell me I was in the world scrolling? So this is a host right here of the show, and this is her, and I feel like I feel like he was like, take a picture of us so then they can see that he don't
Yeah,
come
we're
after her
really
because
friends. Yeah.
yes, that we're really friends. Um Oh, RP said, I saw the beginning and Lizzo was the last person I saw. Nobody could finish.
And see, no one could make it through.
Nobody could
Exactly.
finish. Um, what did AI say? I bet you smell like cookies. Vanilla. Cookies, vanilla cookies. Laughing. Okay. Pat said, gotta get back to work. I'll definitely be getting back to you guys. Thank you for coming in, Pat. We appreciate you. See you around.
See you later, Pat.
Bye, Pat. All right. RP said, y'all, they be talking about her disease. Yes, I think everybody almost talked about it except for like Day Green. What's his name? Day Green. They booed him. I don't know why they kept booing him. They had no love for the Bay Area. He fell off the roof or something. No, he actually jumped from a bridge. Um, she said that white host was a clown and wasn't funny. I agree. I agree. But he didn't I don't know who he is. Look, he got a beer in his hand. So he already like
Yeah, they were actually all drinking on there though.
yeah, they
They
was
kept
getting
having
like
a waitress or waiter come up and bring them drinks.
So he said the host Shane Gills noted that he felt terrible about the jokes while at the podium, revealing that he called Underwood and gave her the heads up. Cheryl's husband deleted himself. Apparently, Black doesn't crack if it's married to Cheryl and jumps off a effing roof. Gillis said as Underwood laughed, I do it from the balcony. I do it from the upper deck. F all these people down here. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Dermond Green. Right?
yeah,
Crazy. I mean, you just don't I just feel like even at the end of the day, why would you even go there? It's not funny. How is that funny? Let's see. They were booing Draymond because he's a warrior in LA roots from LA Lakers. Oh, I was 0 days old when I found out that fact.
yeah. They kept talking about him and the
They
Lakers or
booed him.
something about him leaving or something. Yeah, it was yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna get back here. Yeah, so that was the thing. RP laughing. I'm just not a sports person, but talking about comedy, and I consider myself, a comedy. But you know what? Someone said, a very wise man said, comedy is trash, and it's just really not funny. And recently, I went on a cruise, and they had this comedy show, and I just feel like the comedy was it was different. It was different. I feel like comedy before was so like I don't know because you had the remember Def Jam?
Yeah.
So Def Jam, like they had some really good comedians, and actually, a lot of people came out of Def Jam, that actually, is very popular today in today's society. So I feel like, there is good comics out there, but I don't know what's happening. And now the way that the world is going, they really don't have platforms, because TV's almost gone. Who watches TV? I don't know anybody who watches TV except maybe
I know.
like old.
I was talking about that the other day. I was like, do they still have cable? Do they still have? I mean, because it's all just
Right. They can't
Netflix
even
and
right. And I remember this was like years ago, but I had like a TV, but it was in my office. And so I got one of those little antennas that you stick on the wall, and I could only get like maybe 3 channels. And I mean, it's like you couldn't get regular channels. It was like
yeah,
I don't know, like the fuel channel and all that kind of stuff. RP said, yeah, they should roast Kevin, not the guest. Right. But it's like, I guess if you had all those people, right, then it's like they couldn't. I mean, because you can only say so much about a person, I think. Because they all said kind of like the same thing. They talked about his dad. They talked about his mom. They talked about him cheating. They talked about Diddy. They talked about him being short. They talked about him. I mean, it's only so
yeah. They
much you
talked
can
about him
actually
being
say.
short a lot. That was really getting on my nerves. They
Right.
talked about him being short a lot.
I'm watching Prison Break on Hulu as we speak. Is that a good show? Is that a good show? They all had rehearsed and they knew it was gonna happen. Ooh, that's a great point. That's a great point. So it's like they knew like this stuff was going to happen. And it's like they knew what they signed up for. But like, what did they kept saying? I'm here for the money. I'm here for the money. I'm here for the check. And let me tell you something. Netflix, they spend what put that- Netflix, they spend coins on their people. Let's see. I didn't know. Did you see that? That
What
was
was that?
crazy. It like glitched. Don't talk
Oh
about
yeah, I did.
don't talk about him. Hey, Robin, welcome
Who are you
in.
just talking about?
They're talking about Prince. Okay, Robin, so did you see the Kevin Hart special? Because we were kind of taking a poll to see was comedy or cruelty. That is the debate. Yeah, you guys went pause for a minute. Well, yeah, it went
Yeah, and
pause
you
for
know
a
it's really
minute.
weird because not until you guys started discussing that, we've been talking for how long?
Yeah, like 40 minutes. We're gonna be wrapping up in a minute. Yeah, you guys got stuck. That's crazy. So, you know what? I really feel like someone, oh, they did talk about the Illuminati. And he's like, is this the junior Illuminati? All the people
Yeah,
on the
I think that was
stage.
Cat Williams, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You didn't see it? Oh my goodness. Don't waste your time. Actually, RP is watching
Prison
Prison
Break.
Bri Prison Brides. Oh, I said Prison Bridges. Prison Brides on Hulu.
Oh,
You
Brides.
know
I
what?
thought
I
you said
just
Break.
got Hulu. What is Prison Brides? I gotta watch that. Um, hey, Race is in the house. All right, I'm here now. You all need to repeat everything you say from the beginning and rest of the retype your comment in the original order.
Okay.
Racer, did you see the Kevin Hart special? Because they had some really, really inappropriate stuff on there. And so I'm trying to be very unbiased, but I really feel like they crossed the line with some of the stuff. And you being a race lover, would love to have your opinion. I know.
A
'Cause it was
race
funny. It's
lover.
like, "Oh, you think I'm" I remember a conversation a long time ago. He's like, "You might think I'm racist because that's my name." It's like, "No, it can go different ways." But, they also talked about so let's just talk about some of the you know what? I had notes, but I left them at work. It took me okay, so I finished it, but it took me 3 days to watch it all the way through. How many days did you even you didn't say you didn't finish it, but how many days did it take you to watch this?
Yeah, that it took me like probably around the same 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, and she didn't even finish it.
And I haven't finished it.
Ray
Once
said,
The Rock
"I
came on,
didn't
it was
see the Heart
yeah, once
special,
The
but I
Rock came on,
believe
it was a
more
wrap.
about the news." Oh my goodness, let me tell you, so they talked about lynching, they talked about slaves, they talked about, people deleting themselves, they talked about people parents being on rugs with a D in front of it. They
Babies
talked
being unalived.
babies being under live, they talked about, uh colors. Like this they had this one part they was talking about Sheryl Underwood, the color of her skin, how she kept saying, she's so black. And then did they say how black is she? I think they even repeated it from the audience. Like it was crazy. And it just made me look at Hollywood. Cause I don't even think about when I think about Hollywood, let me tell you something. A long time ago, I'll never forget. I was going to go to Hollywood because a friend of mine was out there and but I couldn't go. I think I had to work. It was something weird. And because I used to, you know, sexy Faye, what I used to do back in the day.
Well, yeah,
And I was trying to get into like the
back
business,
in the
like,
day.
I was on like, I was on Soul Beat and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, long story short, I was gonna go out there with a friend of mine, but I couldn't because I had to work. It was something going on. I didn't get permission. Anyway, she told me I knew about the what do you call it? The casting couch before the casting couch was a thing. And she said that for you to get into certain spaces, you had to do some
Certain
things. And
things.
that's
Yeah.
a real thing. And you think like, oh, women. No, not only women, but men
Men
as
as well.
well. They have to do some really freaky stuff. So when people are like, oh, celebrities, I'd be looking sideways because they have, that people are doing some stuff. And I mean, it's coming out like it's slow. And Cat Williams said it. Cat Williams actually mentioned some of the things that has been happening in the
But
industry.
that's in everything. Yeah, that's music as well. I mean, it's not just comedy, and it's music as well.
Facts. Race says you can't expect everyone to be as sweet, kind, loving, amazing, wonderful, and forgiving as I am. I would tell you more about it if I wasn't so extremely humble. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I imagine a lower budget film she was casting futons. That's funny. But you know what? That's why it's so important to do your own fizzle. Like you can do your own thing, like create your own. You see, it's different now because I feel like Hollywood is starting to crumble because we don't need them. I can make a movie. You can make a movie. We can produce it and then we can put it up on different platforms. I can make a movie right now and put it up on my platform, that Green Vegans page. That's crazy. We didn't have that capability back then. And actually, what's the woman from Insecure? What's her name? What is the woman from Insecure? Something Bay. Alexa, what is the star from Insecure? Issa Rae. Okay, thank you, Alexa. Thank you. Issa. She said, "My pleasure, just doing my job." So extra.
See, I mean,
Jeez.
look at that. Look at that now.
So Issa Rae, she started on YouTube. She made her own little series, right? And somebody found her, picked her up, and she got her own show. But nowadays, I don't even think it's a thing. Let's see. 49er said there never was a time when the casting couch wasn't a thing. It was just never talked about. Oh, thank you, 49er. I hope you subscribe to the channel and like the video. We would love to have you here. Here. Um, Ray says using Alexa to ask questions you don't remember the answer to is called cheating. No, she's my well, you couldn't answer it for me. I be
I
needing
know,
to
but I know
know.
you did ask. You asked the audience first.
I asked the audience first, and y'all didn't know, so I got to go to Alexa. That part. But okay, so we're gonna be wrapping up really, really like any minute. Oh my goodness. My my goodness.
You're looking at it now.
Hey Stash, what's up? Oh my goodness. Did you see the roast of Kevin Hart? We want to know. We want to know, Stash, because we're asking people what they thought about it. Stash probably didn't see it. He's always busy. You didn't even give us a chance straight to ask Alexa. Oh, okay. Let me give you an answer. Let me see. Okay, so what team did I gotta think of something. Think of a question so we can ask. Hey, Stash says hello to the chat. Stash is not. I didn't see it. Yeah, you be busy. Oh, Ray says howdy, Stash. Ray's howdy. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. Oh, and I need one of those shirts too, Stash. That part. Why are you on here? But seriously, it's like, okay, so you didn't see it, but have you heard the controversy about about it? Because it's been this thing where people are oh, wait a minute. I got Cash App. Thank you. I don't want to know. If you want me to say your name, send me another Cash App, and then then I know to say your name. But I don't want to just say your name without I just do what I was saying. So I'll make sure that you do it. Um. Hey, good morning. morning. Ah, just lovely, Dia. Yes, welcome in. She's from Kenya, so they're opposite from us.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
actually they're waking up.
Hey, hey, okay. From Kenya. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I have a lot. Oh my goodness, I follow a lot. I follow people all over the world, all over the world. They be like, yeah, they be like, I'm eating my porridge. I'm about to go to work. I'm like, it's 10 o'clock. I'm about to go to bed. Kind of part. Yes, but they're not sending me a cash app back, so maybe they don't want me to say their name. But if you want me to say your name, you don't have to send two cash apps, but just send a heart when you do your cash app, so then I'll say your name on here. Um, it says if you want name recognition, you must hop on Green Vegan's cashing couch. Yes, and you could also give to our host, Sexy Faye, because I can't afford to pay her. Remember, I talked to someone earlier today, and they was like, "Well, I'll come on your live if you pay me." I'm like, "You gotta pay people to come on lives?
Oh,
I had to
wow.
start saving up money." Aw, of course, just lovely, of course. She says, "Hell, hi to everyone. Hey, welcome
Hey.
here." Okay, so I don't know, just lovely, did you see the roast of Kevin Hart? I don't know. Do people in Kenya like Kevin Hart? I don't know. It could be a thing. Ray says, "Howdy, just love." Okay, so yeah, we'll be wrapping up in just a second, but I really appreciate everybody who came out. This has been a very, very interesting live, because we really haven't even touched the surface about all the stuff that happened. Uno, welcome in, welcome in. You hit that like button on your way in, my brother, my brother. Uh, Race, thank you. Oh, I got some really great people. Really, really great people. And Uno is looking fun. I be seeing you, Uno, on them lives. I say, oh, look at Uno. Uno, this is Sexy Faye. Hey, this is Uno.
Hey, you know how you do it.
I got you. I appreciate that. Hello from Atlanta. Hey, Al. Welcome in from Atlanta. I always go to Atlanta. Appreciate you being here. I hope you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it a lot. Did you see the Kevin Hart special? Because we're trying to find out if people really was vibing with that special. No matter what was said about Kevin, I'm sure he'd take it like a man that stands tall. Right.
Now, see, that was funny.
Right. And you know what? It's a way to do it.
Exactly. That was funny.
Yes, there's a way that you can do it to make fun. Like even the situation when Lizzo came out with all the little people and they were like
Yeah.
doing kind of low key looked like him, but I feel like they could have did something. I don't know. I feel like maybe if they just would have stopped, like, oh, here's Kevin Hart's, you know, backup stuntman, whatever, and then they came out and they left, and then
And
she
they
sat
left.
down,
Yeah.
but then she started talking and just messed it up. Why is my heart beating so fast? Oh my goodness, Uno coming here, my heart started beating fast. What's up with that? Uno, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so yes, I just want to say to everybody, thank you for this conversation. It's been a vibe. It's been really good. And I really appreciate everybody who came in, who liked the live, who actually subscribe to the channel. All my new people, I really appreciate you. My heart is beating really fast. That's crazy. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening right now, but I hope I'm okay. You can feel free to hit the cash app. Maybe that make my heart come down. Or maybe I'm excited because I got a Cash App. Did you get a Cash App?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, you guys can always give Sexy Faye a Cash App. And on another live, I will tell you what the Faye is
I want you keep wanting to tell everybody.
for those that want
Don't
to.
tell all my secrets.
Don't tell her. She's like, "Hey, Faith. Oh, who's Faith? Me, Faye, Sexy Faye.
I think it's supposed to be fake.
Looking beautiful, green vegan. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. I just got off of work. I think I'm just kind of like shuffled, but I really want to come with this topic. One Cash App and homegirl needs an analyst. Right, right. You know what? This is my goal. My goal is to get a $500 Cash App by the end of the year. Is that crazy? Well, I hope to what do you call it? I hope to get monetized. So just to let you guys know, you can feel free to hit a playlist. That would help a lot. Oh, Faye, I meant. Oh, I like Faith. I like Faith.
Oh, you're changing
Call
it now.
yourself Sexy Faith. That would be really amazing kind of thing. All right. So before we leave, and don't go nowhere, Sexy Faye. Before
Okay.
we go, I just want to say again, thanks to everybody for coming in, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and just giving your time. You are so appreciated. You are so loved. We're going to be coming back really, really soon with some really great content out here. February. Oh my goodness, Al. I think I did. I might need one. I
Defibrillator.
might need one of those little big time. I don't know. My heart. I'm like even. I'm not even exaggerating. My clock. My watch even stopped. What'd you say? Moderators deserve 10% of Cash Apps the channel brings in. If you need us mods, can vote. Hey, y'all can get 10% of nothing because that's what I've been bringing in. But okay, so let me see. I have about 50 mods. So everybody get 3 cents, right? Okay, so we're gonna do it like YouTube. We're gonna have a threshold. So I'm gonna keep all the money counted up, and then once you guys get to $100 threshold, then I would just pay it all out. That part.
That
All right.
part.
So if you have anything you want to say before we go, Sexy Faye?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't go nowhere because people be getting out of here. But you stay right there. So I just want to tell
I just want to say
everybody.
bye to everyone and
Oh, yeah,
thanks
go
for
ahead and say
coming.
bye to everybody.
Yeah, I just want to say bye to everyone and thanks for tuning in.
3 cent, you need to step up your cashing couch game, right?
Well,
Ballin'.
day.
Right, elevated. You're funny. Okay, so if no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I'll see you soon.